Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you. How you doing? You all right?
Good, thank you. Yeah, good, thanks.
Really chuffed to have you on the show today.
Yes.
We're going to be talking about loads of things.
Yes.
Loads and loads of things. We're going to be talking about Soundstock. We're going to be talking about what you're doing.
Yep.
What you're up to apart from Soundstock, because that seems to be the focus at the moment. Everything's on Soundstock.
Yes.
So we're going to have a chat with you about what you're doing apart from that.
Yes.
Okay.
And maybe a little bit later on, we'll get you to take us through some vocal coaching.
Oh.
See if we can...
Yes. Oh, no.
Well, Lydia's going to be
Yes.
at Soundstock, isn't
Yes,
she?
you've got to be at Chelmsford on Saturday the 3rd of May.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to that, Lydia.
Do you know what? I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be an amazing festival, and there's so many amazing acts on as well over both the days. And it's going to be a really nice vibe because it's family vibe. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to performing there. Can't wait.
Go. You see us two on Saturday?
Yeah, there you go.
Well, there you go.
Bonus,
What more?
there you go.
What more could you want?
You'll have a running out the door, mate. Moving on from the Soundstock thing, though, because we all know that's going to be taking place on the 2nd and 3rd of May. What are you doing now apart from Soundstock? Because we've been focusing on Soundstock a lot, haven't we, guys?
Yes, we
And
have.
we want to know what Lydia's been doing
Oh, yes. What's she be doing?
outside of Soundstock,
Stock, yes.
outside of the Soundstock bubble.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I've been doing a lot of gigs and I've been going to a lot of events, press events and stuff. But I'm actually currently working on an album, so original material, which will be coming out soon, I hope. But I can't say too much about it. But it's a really cool vibe, and yeah, I just hope everyone likes the sound.
Oh.
Okay.
Cool.
Like-
So, is it kind of? I'm going to plug you for a little bit of info here, if I can. What are we looking at? Are we looking at kind of like a mixture of tracks? Are we looking at a dance kind of vibe? Or?
I'd say kind of a mixture, but I think maybe going down the vintage route a little bit. Do you know what I mean?
Yes,
So-
no, I'm liking that.
Yes.
So yeah.
Me too.
I'm liking that
We had
already.
to get that, you know, we've got to get it. You know,
Yeah.
you know, when it
I
helps.
actually put a little clip up of one of the songs on SoundCloud the other day, and I had a really good response from it. So hopefully everyone likes it. You have to check it out.
Yes,
Yes,
let's check it out.
Yeah,
Check
it
it
sounds
out.
cloud. Type Lydia Lucy in the search engine, and that'll come up, will it then?
Yeah, definitely.
Cool.
Yes, we'll check
Yeah.
that out. You got a good voice, by the way, so there you go.
Oh, thanks.
But before, you know, did you start in some Harry Potter movies?
Movies.
I was in Harry Potter
Yes.
when I was younger.
There you go.
I was actually in Ravens. What's it called?
Ravenclaw.
Yeah, that's it, Ravenscourt. And I was one of the pupils at Hogwarts. So yeah, it was really good. It was such an amazing experience as well. I love all the Harry Potter films.
Do you
anyway,
met
so-
Daniel?
So do I.
Do you
Big
met?
fan.
Do you met Daniel Radcliffe?
I didn't meet him, unfortunately, because there's so many. You can understand. There's so many children in
Yes.
it that you can see from the films how many pupils that there is at Hogwarts. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's just crazy, but it's amazing. It was absolutely amazing. So, and I know there's Harry Potter World you can go to now, which is
Yes.
actually the studios of where it was filmed.
We've done that.
We don't know.
Have
yes.
you?
Yeah, we've done
Was
that.
it good?
Yeah, it's
Fantastic.
got the
Absolutely fantastic. And they've got a new attraction now because they've got the Hogwarts train.
Yeah,
the
train.
Hogwarts Express is going to be there.
I might have to go and check it out, see
Okay.
whether it's like the real thing.
yes.
But you've also done stage work as well, haven't you?
I have, yeah. When I was younger, I did a lot of theatre, so musical theatre. I was in Les Mis when I was about 9. I played Jean Cassette
Yeah.
in the West End, the Shaftesbury Avenue, whatever it's called, theatre, I can't remember. And then I was in Billy Elliot as well, so as one of the ballet girls. But it was really, I love all that as well. I still loved going to the theatre now and watching and enjoying all the musical stuff. But I definitely sound more down the pop route.
Yeah, but I mean, you're saying sort of like, you know, when you were younger.
Yeah.
You're not exactly old, are
No,
you?
I know, but I mean, I'm talking like when I was like 9, 10, 11 years of age. Do you know what I mean?
So you're performing regularly on the West End for at the age of 9 or 10.
Yeah.
I mean, what was that like?
Oh, it was absolutely incredible, and I loved it. Do you know what? I've grown up doing stage, and I used to be on like TV adverts and all different things. So I went to Sylvia Young's theatre school. So I was brought up basically in the industry.
Yeah.
So I'm used to doing it all, and yeah, I love every bit of it.
Does it ever get to the stage where it's quite grueling? Because I mean, sort of like it's every night of the week, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I mean, there's always something every day, but you know, that's what I love about being in this industry, because nothing's ever the same. You know, some people, they get up and they go to the office, and you know, which is great, and they do their jobs at the office, but I love the fact that I wake up every day knowing that something different's going to happen. Do you know what I mean? Nothing's ever going to be the same.
Yeah.
It's always a different event, or you're meeting different people, or you know, you're writing new material, whatever. So it's always a different opportunity. Do you know what I mean? It's amazing. I love it.
Like meeting us, see?
There you
There you
go. Like meeting you guys.
There you go. Oh, good.
Highlight of Lydia's life,
Yes,
that,
yeah.
highlight of Lydia's career so far. Coming on in the middle and meeting us three Herberts. Yeah.
Twice now, you know, in the meadows when you was away, so, you know, twice.
Oh, rub it in, why don't you? Rub it in, why don't you?
There you go. Can you tell me how was the X Factor for you when you was on?
It was an amazing experience. It was very emotional.
Yeah.
Very, you know, it was all these different mixed emotions at the same time, because you're excited and you're happy, but you're also nervous. You're scared, you want to get through. You know, it's all different emotions, but it was the most amazing experience. I wouldn't change it. Absolutely loved every minute of it, apart from when I got kicked off my chair.
Yes.
But obviously that was devastating. But yeah, I loved it. I loved every minute of it. It was great exposure, great platform, and yes, it's been amazing for me.
Wanted to talk to you about the kind of I suppose get up and go and motivation it takes, because you've got no bosses kicking your backside and saying, right, you've got to be here for this time. It's all down to you.
Yeah.
I mean, is that something that you've had to learn, or is it something that, because you've been in the industry for so long, that maybe you just take as part of it, that you've got to have that kind of motivation, that kind of get up and go?
I think with anything that you want to do, if you're passionate about something that you want to do, you've got to have that motivation. You've got to have that, like that rush in you that you think, oh my God, I've got to get up and I've got to do this. I've got to go this place today. You know, I mean, some days obviously you get days you think, oh my God,
yeah,
you know, today I just, you know, you might not feel well. You might think, oh, I just want to have a lazy day. But I think you've always got to have that. Like, I'm quite a positive person, so I like to think that I'm always thinking positively about different things. So even if there's something that I think, oh, you know, I'm not sure about if I want to go to that, I think, well, you know, at the end of the day, it might benefit me in some way. So you've always got to have that motivation about, you know, getting out. I know there's a lot of young people now that think, oh, I just want to sort of do whatever, or they're not really very positive about life.
Yeah.
Some people. I just think that you've got to just look at everything and just take each day as, you know, as whatever, because you never know what's around the corner at the end of the day.
No,
so
some
you've
days
always
it
got
can
to
be a
think.
battle.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, but I just think to think positively about everything is just a really good way of looking at life, to be honest, because you're not going to get another life. So, you know.
You only live once.
Exactly.
YOLO!
Oh, dear.
In there with me pop culture!
Oh dear.
Listen, I'm proving the credentials here, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Or sick, you know, shall I say sick?
I'm not sick.
No, a cool term.
Oh, sleep,
Oh, is it?
mate.
Sick, is it?
Sleep.
Sick.
What does that
Sick.
mean
I
then?
mean, cool.
Oh, cool.
Does it?
Yeah.
So if something's good, you say it's sick.
God, that's sick, yeah.
Yeah.
See?
There you go.
But I'm sorry, but that means the opposite.
Do you want to ask a question there?
We wanted to talk about a little bit more about the X Factor, I think.
Okay.
Yes. You know, it was in the series. Yes, it was. Yes. And that was the first time the 6-seater challenge.
I know.
Did you know about it?
Well, obviously we didn't know about it. When we got to boot camp, there's 2 challenges. They don't always show the first challenge on TV, but they do the first challenge to sort of cut down a lot of the... I mean, they have hundreds of people get to boot camp. It's unbelievable. You get there and you think, oh my God, all these people. I mean, the year before me, they actually did a thing where they got everybody on stage, and they did show this, and they actually called out people's names. They obviously shortened it, but they cut over half of the people away before they'd even sung at boot camp. But with my series that I was in, they did a battle. So they'd put in the girls category, say they'd put 3 girls together and we'd have to battle it out on stage. Now they didn't show that, but it cut away loads and loads of contestants, and it was harsh. I mean, it was so hard because you're getting to know these girls while you're singing with them, but really they're not your friends. You have to just battle them on stage, and it is so hard. But obviously I was lucky enough to get through. And then they introduced and they said, look, now the next stage is you sing your song, but there's a 6-seat challenge, which they explained to us just before we went on stage, and I was just like shaken up. I thought, oh my God, what is this? This is crazy. And they had these 6 seats, and it was just really daunting. And then you could either get on the seat, which I did, and then if you was on the seat, it didn't mean you was safe still. You could still be like getting kicked off. So I thought I was going to judges' houses, and then when the girl came on and started singing, they said, oh, actually, unfortunately, we're going to swap you with her. And as much as I pleaded and said, please give me a chance, that was it. Once they've made up their mind,
that sounds really harsh.
It was really harsh. It was really hard to cope with as well.
I bet.
Really hard.
I mean, that must have been because I mean, you know that when you go in for a competition like that, you know you're going to be up against some real stiff competition.
Definitely.
But I mean, to go anyway, but to go sort of like when you think you're safe.
I know. When you think you're going, I mean, it was right at the end as well. It was one of the last girls. So for me to be swapped out right at the last minute was just like devastating.
So what did that do to you, confidence-wise?
I mean, I was very, very upset, obviously. I'd say for a couple of days I was like, I can't believe it. It didn't all sink in straight away. I came off and I had to cry. But I thought, do you know what? I wanted to just see my family. I'd been at boot camp for a few days, and I thought I just wanted to see my family. I just wanted to get home, and we'd been staying there. So it was really difficult anyway, because the amount of pressure you're under when you're there, it's like crazy, and you think, oh my God, I just want to see my mum, or I'm just whatever. But it was just a really stressful situation, the chair situation, and when I got kicked off I was devastated, but I picked myself up, I think, in quite a good way. I mean, I read a story about one of the other girls that got swapped, and she said that she tried to commit suicide, and it was terrible. And I thought, do you know what? You can think of life like that. You can think, oh my God, I've been kicked off, I'm not good enough, or you can think, actually, I got kicked off, but I'm going to be good enough, and now I'm going to prove everyone wrong, basically. So, which is what at the moment I'm trying to do, and I'm just getting on with my own stuff. So
excellent. Well, what we're going to do, we're going to play one of your tracks now, Lydia. Turn it up.
Okay.
And then we're going to have a little chat with you, if we can, about musical influences.
Okay.
Brilliant.
Cool.
See you right after this, people.
Live from the heart of Chelmsford.
You see me moving, I like you watching. Can you turn it up, boy? You're like a fire, heat my desire. Can you turn it up, boy? I know that you want it, I want it too. So come and get it, boy. I know you want it, boy. I know that you like me, I like it too. So baby, won't you turn it up? Hey boy, let's turn it up and play it louder. We're gonna mix it up and then get down, yeah. Let's get this started, we're gonna have a party. Turn it up, 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 turn it up.
me sing it to you at all.
No, mate, seriously, you were harmonising.
Brilliant.
Yeah, well, I did. I faded you in gradually,
Yes.
so that sounded really good. Trust me.
Yeah, right.
That was Lucy with Turn Me Up there. There you go.
It was. I like that track.
Yeah, me
Did
too.
you? Did you
Yes.
like it?
Yeah, I like that track. There's a good dance beat behind that. I like that.
Yeah,
I
it
like
is
stuff
quite
like that.
dancey, but
Yeah.
as I said, I'm going more down the sort of like a different route.
Yeah. I'm intrigued
Me
now.
too.
I want to plug you for more information,
too.
but we can't.
There you go. That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
bit
So
like-
we'll have to keep an eye on you. You've got a website.
Yeah.
I have, yeah. But I'm more sort of on YouTube and SoundCloud, social
Right.
media, you know, Twitter and everything.
So Twitter, Facebook.
yeah, Facebook.
So is that where you'll make your announcements about when the album's ready and when you've got
Yeah.
stuff coming out?
Yeah.
Facebook and Twitter, really, yeah.
There you go.
Cool.
So
So it's
Yeah.
at Lydia_Lucy. No?
just Lydia Lucy.
At Lydia Lucy.
I
Yeah,
know that.
that's it.
What?
I don't know how Lucy.
I'll let you muck up.
And
I'll let you mess up.
On Facebook is Lydia Lucy on Facebook as well.
Yeah, it's just Lydia Lucy.
There you go.
Plain and simple.
Like her page
So
on
at
Facebook.
Lydia Lucy on Twitter,
Right.
and just go to Facebook and type in Lydia Lucy, and
And there I'll be.
profile will come up. Yeah,
Yeah,
there
go,
should be.
yes.
Now,
Yes.
because
No.
you've given us a little kind of you've dangled a worm in front of us with saying that you're going vintage with this next album. or
Yeah,
it's
I
gonna
mean, you can check out the sort of what I'm talking about on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
You'll see what I mean. It's kind of like a bit. The clip that I've put up is a bit eerie. It's called "Under My Skin." This
yes.
song, but I really like it. It's a bit different
Okay.
to everything that people have heard of me, basically. So it's
So, I need
yeah.
to ask you about your musical influences then, because I
Yes.
mean, if you're going down that route, I mean, are there any influences from sort of like that kind of music? What is it that you listen to when you're not sort of like
In the shower. Sing in the shower.
Well, yeah. What do you listen to when you're in the shower? Yeah.
Do you know what? I've got quite a lot of influences. I'd say like my biggest is Michael Jackson, which I know is a bit of a random one compared to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But obviously I sang Michael Jackson on X Factor, one of his songs. But he is a big influence of mine. I like like Jessie J. I like all different. Aretha Franklin, all from across the board. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
It's like different Amy Winehouse.
Yeah, I like it.
So it's all different people, and I like to like pull different bits together. But then obviously I've got my style as well that I'll put on the top. So
Yeah. So that's quite there's quite a fair bit of soul
Yes.
in those
Definitely.
influences there.
Yes.
yeah,
Like Jess J from Womford, you see, and Lizzie Lucy from Womford.
there you go.
Well,
There you
Neighbours.
go.
Neighbours, yes.
Good
Yeah.
neighbours to make good friends.
There you go, neighbours, yes.
If you start singing it, I'm leaving.
Okay.
Not you, Lydia Lucy, Greg. If you start singing it, I'm off. All right, you
You
can do
off,
your
are
own
you?
buttons, I'm off, mate. But then you've also got the fact that you've got your grounding in what would you term stage work?
Musical theatre.
Musical
theatre.
theatre, yeah.
Yeah, musical
Yeah,
theatre.
so you've got your grounding in that. Now, is that a different style of singing completely?
Yeah,
I know
I'd
it
say
is
it's
when you
completely.
listen to it, that it's different tunes, it's different. But is it a different style of singing?
It completely is. It's completely different. It's like saying, like a pop and opera. They're
Yeah.
completely different genres of music. Do you know what I mean? So musical theatre is. I mean, nowadays you are getting more pop musical theatre. So there is more and more musicals being created. Sort of around pop. I mean, there's Thriller, the musical. Which is
Yeah.
Michael Jackson musical, which is obviously very pop. But then you've got something like Les Miserables that is very legit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's very on the opposite side. So they are completely different styles, yeah, and different genres of music.
But you've got all that squeezed
together.
So, I've just got to say that. Lydia Lucy, you are very petite. You're tiny.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah. Now, if you've heard Lydia sing live, like we have,
Yes.
and you kind of look at, and you're watching her, and you're thinking, where the hell is that coming from?
Yes.
Because you've got such a really strong, powerful voice. I mean, when you sang at the
thank
basement,
you.
when I saw you sing at the basement, I mean, it's only a tiny venue, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you blew the roof off.
Oh, thank you.
So, I mean, in terms of training,
Yeah.
what does that take to be able to push that out? Such a tiny frame.
Do you know what? I don't actually know. I mean, when I was young, everyone used to say like, oh my God, you're so small, and then this voice comes out and I go, oh, like I don't know. I don't know where
Has it just always been there?
I didn't go. My mum sort of taught me when I was about about 7.
Yeah.
And she always kills me for this, but she can't really sing. But she knows the deal. But she can't really sing. But she taught me, and I don't know where it sort of come from. Then obviously I started having, when I went to Sylvia Young's at the age of 13.
Yeah.
I went there full time, and then obviously I had training there. And then I went on to another performing arts college, Erdang Academy, which I had more training there. But yeah, sort of my mum's taught me. Do you know what I mean? From a young age. So I don't really know sort of how. It just happens.
So it's it sounds like it's part coaching.
Yeah.
But part natural ability.
I think that a lot of people have different tones in their voice and different abilities. Some people are really soft singers. They sing really soft, and that's their uniqueness. But I think people say that I'm quite a belter, so I've got quite a loud loud voice. But yeah, I don't know where it comes from. It just sort of comes out.
So is there, when you're warming up, because obviously with people who play instruments and stuff like that, they have to tune the guitars, or even drums have to be tuned. Everything has to be tuned up before they go. Do you have to tune your voice?
Yeah, you have to do like a vocal warm-up.
Yeah. Oh, no, we're gonna. Do you reckon you could take us through some vocal warm-ups, see how good we are?
Okay.
Go on, guys, stand up, Scott. Stand up, Greg. Because you need to stand up. Right, here we go.
Well, you can stand
okay, well, I'd say like a standard normal would be like a siren to start off with.
A siren?
Which is like, like you hear a police siren.
Yeah.
But you go from the bottom right the way through to the highest note you could hit. So like,
this is gonna be good.
Obviously it's quite early, so you're going to start off like like that.
Go on.
Okay. And then if you want to like sort of stretch it, because it's quite early and you've not really done anything with it, you've not done much talking or you've not done much anything, then you'd be like so you like loop it over at the top.
Greg, you go
first.
You
gotta give it a
go. You forgot the bit at the top. You got that one.
You see, then it stretches your range up, so you go. But I mean, try and do it like an NG sound, because otherwise, if you have your mouth closed, it's very hard to get the sound out. Like obviously, if you're not
so you're
using
not humming.
your nose.
I don't hum.
If you use like an NG, like see, it's easier because you can get the sound out and you can let it resonate through your face.
You two aren't joining in.
No, I'm just watching you.
No, that's not allowed. It's your show.
Do you know what? I'm so weird. I literally walk around sometimes, or I'm in my car and with my friends, and I just start going. They're like, what are you doing?
Here come the men in the white coats to take you away.
And like sometimes, like my friends go, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, I just had to do it." Like,
you need to be careful though. If you're sat on a train, you do that next to the wrong person, they might not get the wrong idea.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, oh, sorry. But yeah.
So come on, give us
okay,
one more. Let's do one more.
Let's do like a fun one. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so there's this one that I used to teach like a little girl some singing, and I used to do this one because it was really fun. So it'd be like,
we screw this up.
It's quite a long one. It's quite long.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So it's called chicken tikka. Right.
Okay.
Do you like curry?
Yeah, love curry.
So it goes chicken tikka, chicken tikka, chicken tikka masala, naan and pilau rice. Like that.
Go on in, guys.
Go. Beautiful.
I've got to remember the words.
Chicken tikka, chicken tikka, chicken tikka masala, naan and pilau rice. That's it.
Again, one more time. Chicken tikka, chicken tikka, sala, naan and pilau rice.
Yay! That's good. You can do that now.
Yeah, I'm going to do that all the time
every
now.
morning.
Rob, you're sat there with it.
Come on, get
You look
involved.
like you've been slapped.
My ears have been slapped, I'll tell you that for sure. I can't sing. The one I used to do at choir when I was younger was Elastic Band.
Okay.
I apologise for this.
Okay, go on.
You can't stop me.
Yeah, similar to the siren.
Maybe if you had a decent voice, that'd sound alright. But for me, it's not great.
I've just figured out why you play bass.
But it's quite similar to the siren that because you're going through your range and back down again or whatever you're going to do. So, yeah.
Wow.
Then you put that into a song.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
See,
there
now,
you go.
if we keep practicing that,
If you
know,
keep doing that every day, you know,
I need to
that's
do
it. You
something.
become pros.
There you go. So breathing exercises as well are a huge, must be a huge part of it.
Yeah,
Especially if you,
definitely.
Because you are, apart from the fact that you've got to have music backing you, but I mean you're completely reliant on your voice.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I've lost my voice a few times, and I tell you what, it's the most frustrating thing. Some people go, "Oh my god, I love losing my voice," because
Yeah.
But when I lose my voice, I'm literally so frustrated. I say to my mum, "Oh my god, I just need my voice back. Like I can't."
Yeah.
And you can't do anything about it. All you can do is sort of take some medicines or whatever. But it is so frustrating as a singer because that's what I rely on. Do you know what I mean? I can't do anything. Do you know what I mean without it?
So do you have like quiet days where you have non-vocal days where you sort of like, right, today I've got to rest my voice, I've got a big gig tonight or whatever, I'm going to rest my voice, I'm not going to talk to anyone, because I have heard that this goes on. It
does go on. Like if you've had a cold or a bit of a sore throat or something, then you'd be put on something called vocal rest, which means that no speaking, nothing, no whispering, anything at all. And when I was at college, I was put on it quite a few times, vocal rest. I wasn't allowed to speak or talk to anyone. Whispering is the worst thing for your voice. If you've got a sore throat and you whisper, it is the worst thing for your voice because you're actually putting strain on the muscles there. If you're going like that, you're actually putting strain. It's worse than actually just trying to talk. But
Wow.
But yeah, so
Ed Sheeran on vocal rest at the moment.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's not. I think that was just, we were listening to Greg James on the way in this morning. Yeah, because we couldn't get your breakfast show in the car because we're on the internet. But we were
Grimshaw.
Oh, was it Nick Grimshaw? Hey, down with the kids, mate. Yeah, so we were listening to another radio station, shall we say, and they were, I think that was a joke, mate.
Sure.
Yeah, because they had somebody, they made out they were phoning him, didn't
Yes.
they? And they had him on the other end of the line going, and if he was really on vocal rest, from what Lydia Lucy says, he wouldn't be talking at all.
No.
No, if he was on vocal rest, he wouldn't be able to speak or do anything.
We should- But there you go.
Yes. Oh well, yes. Do you like this? I'm professional too.
I join this.
He's lost it. Help him out, Scott.
It's time for attack news.
Yes,
It is.
take it, gadgets.
Are you a gadget
gadget
person,
man.
Lydia?
No, I don't think
Apart,
so.
you've obviously got a smartphone.
Yes.
Could you live without that?
No.
No, because that's how you stay in touch with all your fans
Yeah.
and everything, isn't it?
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, well, not like in the old days when you used to have to write in on pen and paper and things like that. I mean, you've got hang on, I'm going on this.
Here we go.
I'm going off on a tangent here, guys, because it's just when I was sort of like very much younger, back in the early 80s. If you wanted to get in, thank you. If I wanted to get in touch with somebody like, I don't know, like Paul Weller or somebody like that, I used to have to write to either to him personally or to the fan club, and I was lucky if I got a reply. If
But
it
people
even
do
got
write to me.
acknowledged.
I do get letters.
But people have got instant access to you now, haven't they?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, it's like you can't switch off, can you?
No, you can never switch off. You know, there's all like my phone's always basically dead because people are always tweeting or Facebook or Instagram or there's
Yeah.
always something, and my phone's just always constantly out of battery. No matter how much I charge it, it's always out of battery. But yeah, you can't switch off because there's always someone online. You know, people from different countries. It's it's crazy.
So in a way, social media is kind of a boon because it means it's easier to get your stuff out there.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you've got the fact that you're never away from it.
Yeah, but the thing is I love speaking to all the fans, and I love, contacting people, putting things up and whatever. So I enjoy being on it as much as, I'm always on it, so to speak. I like speaking to the fans, and I like sort of seeing what they're up to, or seeing what they're doing today. Some of them tweet me, "Oh, I've got an exam today. Will you wish me good luck?" Or different things, and you think, well, of course I'm going to wish you good luck.
Yeah.
So
wow. So it's just I just think this whole because like social media to me is something that it's something that I'm getting into, kind of gradually, and this whole thing of being instantly available.
Yeah. It drives you nuts, doesn't it?
Well, sometimes it does. Sometimes it does drive me nuts, because even though I don't like if somebody sends you a tweet, you kind of feel like you've got to answer it, don't you?
Yeah.
Or I do. I feel like I can't ignore them. I've got to answer it.
But when you've been One Direction, One Direction fans,
they must have people that deal with that. Yeah. They should. They must do.
I don't know.
They must do. They must. I mean, you could be. I mean, when you're huge after your next album comes out, you could have somebody that handles your Twitter account. Would you ever do that?
No, I don't think I would.
Oh, you know who replies to them old messages? It's local lad Ollie Murs. He does.
What, he has somebody do his tweets?
No, he doesn't. He replies to his old tweet message.
He does it personally.
Yeah, which I think is right.
Yeah.
Because if they're tweeting you as you, unless you're in the jungle or you're in a Big Brother house or you're doing whatever, then why shouldn't you be tweeting off your own account?
Yeah.
Yes.
Even if there's thousands and thousands of tweets, you can't reply to them all, obviously.
No.
But you could just put like, thanks for everyone's tweets or whatever. It's still you.
And you could make someone's day.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because if you are getting huge amounts of tweets, if you reply to somebody personally to their tweet, they must think, wow!
Yes,
and you would, because I would.
I would.
If I was tweeting to somebody that was getting thousands and thousands and thousands of tweets a day, and they replied back to me personally, as opposed to just giving a general answer, I'd be over the moon.
Yeah, but then that's the whole point. Is it them, or is it somebody tweeting for them? Do you know what I mean? So that's why I would say, why wouldn't you want your own Twitter account? You're making someone's day if you tweet them back.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Why would you just put that in the hand of somebody else? Oh, here, I'll take my Twitter account.
Well, look, we're going to talk more about gadgets and social media and stuff like that right after the top of the hour. Lydia, Marvin Gaye, is he a guy that you'd listen to? Or?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
I mean, everybody knows Heard It Through the Grapevine.
Yeah.
You could have gone for that. That was the easy pick.
Yes.
But you haven't. You've gone for this track. This is from the album What's Going On, which let's see if somebody can tweet in and correct me, but I think was released in 1970, and it was one of Motown's biggest selling albums, and probably the best known Marvin Gaye album, because it came out at a time when black people were struggling for their rights in America, and the whole thing was like a concept album. It was a protest against the war, it was a protest about civil rights, and this is just a beautiful, beautiful song.
So enjoy and relax now.
This is Mercy Mercy Me by Marvin Gaye. Chill.
You was lovely, wasn't you?
Yes, Marvin Gaye.
Nice little chill out there.
There we go, thank you.
That's a very laid back track, that.
Yeah. It was Marvin Gaye,
Mercy Me.
There you go. Nice relaxed tune. Hope you feel relaxed. No.
We've still got little Lucy. She haven't left. She haven't left yet.
Right, we've tied her to the chair.
We're tied.
Anywhere.
They've locked the doors, I'm tied to the chair.
She's sitting next to Greg at the moment, so...
You'll hear her going like, somebody come and get
Oh, you can't get the mum out
It's
there.
cute bouncers.
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 Can you imagine you two as bouncers?
There you go.
Yeah, I can. I can see you two working a door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coffee.
They're coming in here, mate. Not in trainers, anyway.
Yes.
Right. we were having a chat about vocals and harmonies
Yes.
off air while we were listening
Yes,
to
it
Marvin
was.
Gaye, because I was saying that I've been trying to introduce Scott and Greg to bluegrass music, which is kind of like a kind of American folk
Yes.
that predated country and western as we
Yes.
know it now. But
So before the dinosaur age.
Right.
yeah, before the dinosaur age,
Yes.
yeah.
Well, you should go around in dinosaur age. I don't know.
Yes,
Was it?
yes, I hunted brontosaurs.
No, well, I do like a good vocal, don't we? And
Yes.
harmonies, what Lydia do, don't
Yeah, yeah.
But Lydia, you were explaining that a lot of your backing vocals,
Yeah.
that when it goes out onto
You know, iTunes.
iTunes,
Or,
yeah.
yeah.
But you do your own backing vocals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I do a lot of my own backing vocals.
I mean, do you prefer it that way, or is it just for convenience? Or
Well, at the moment, you know, that's just how I'm doing it. Do you know what I mean? But I suppose, you know, if I was to go on tour and stuff, I definitely have to get session musicians in to do backing vocals. But I just think the way that the songs, I mean, certainly in the clip that I've put up, the way that the song sits in my voice, it just sounds nicer with my voice as the harmonies. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes certain voices don't go together, so they wouldn't gel as well as I would want.
She did a wicked cover with Dear Future Husband by Maggie Turner and Ollie Murs Dance with Me.
Oh yeah, I did a little mashup of
Oh, did you?
yeah, of Dear Future Husband and Ollie Murs Dance With Me Tonight.
Yeah, I watched it. Very good.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Yes.
But I thought, do you know what, the song sounds so similar.
Yeah.
When I heard Meghan Trainor's Dear Future Husband, I don't know if you've heard it.
no,
It sounds, doesn't it sound very much like Ollie Murs?
Yes, it does, yes.
And I just thought, well, it just seems like the right thing to do.
Yeah.
So I did a little mashup
cool.
of it. So yeah.
Yeah, it's,
Play
I
around with it.
did harmonies on that as well.
yeah.
There you go, yes.
Only a few on that one though.
So in terms of because you've got to sort out studio time,
Yep.
you've then got to sort out backing tracks
Yep.
and stuff like that. I mean, just to get, say for instance, one 3.5 minute tune
Yeah.
out and ready to be downloaded or bought on hard copy or whatever, how long roughly would that take for you personally to get that sorted from initially thinking about doing it to getting it out and getting it finished? How long?
I mean, it's always different because obviously if it's an original track, you've got to write the song. You've got to, you know, if you're getting people in to write the song, produce the song from scratch with all the instruments or, you know, synthesizers or whatever's going on. You've got to get... Then obviously I've got to go into the studio, do the vocals, which could take anything from like a day or it could be less or whatever. It depends what sort of detail we're going into.
Yeah.
You know, but the whole process of it could take however long or however short you want. It's just how much detail you want to put into the song. So if I was to just go, oh, you know, I just want to do a cover of I don't know, Sia, do you know what I mean? Just a random song, Chandelier, then I would just say, I'll just book the studio, and I'd get a backing track and I could do it all in that day because I'd just have to record my vocals. But if I wanted to do a track from scratch, like an original track, it could take anything. It could take whatever. I don't know. There's no like time on it. It could take,
because you'd have to organise the musicians for the backing track and everything, wouldn't you? For an original
everything.
song.
Yeah, you know, the studio time. You've got to produce the whole track from scratch. You know, you might be in the studio and think, oh, actually, I don't really like that lyric. I'm going to change that, and then it's got to all be like, you know, noted and everything like that. So it's all different, really.
There you go.
It's all different times.
Well, where do you record your songs? Where the studio is?
I'll go to different studios, really.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I'll go to CJR
Yeah,
or CRJ. I can't remember what way it is. But I go to that studio quite often.
Oh, right, cool.
That's in Cambridge.
Cambridge,
So
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cambridge, yeah.
So, you have to even just to get studio time and to book the studio that you want. Again, you've got the travel, you've got the organisation and stuff like that.
Yeah, pretty much. But there's loads of studios around. It's just finding ones that you like and people that you like to work with. So yeah.
Well, this next track.
Oh.
This is the track that I saw you perform at the Basement.
Okay.
When you were judging the Battle of the Bands for Soundstock.
Yeah.
And she did that at the Meadows as well.
Yes, because you came down for the Meadows to promote Soundstock as well, didn't you?
Oh, she does the rapping as well.
She does the rapping. That rapping.
And when you asked, you asked Lydia on Twitter, you know, what song did you want to play?
Not at 2 a.m. Not in the morning.
No.
You sure? I thought it was.
I don't stop.
No, so, see, now I know that's not true, because I know that once you two hit the sack at about 10:30, that's it until 9 o'clock in the morning. You're not moving for anyone. No. Not even for Lydia. Would you do that?
I thought you would.
No, I bet you wouldn't. I bet you wouldn't. I bet you'd say, I'll do it in the morning. Yeah.
You'd be shocked. Don't you say it's great?
I like Lydia saying.
You can introduce the next song.
Okay, this next song is Bang Bang by Jessie J, Ariana Grande and Nicki Minaj.
Music 24/7. This is a community radio station. If you have a group or event activity you want to promote, get in touch.
Okay,
T-Boy, we done something.
We done something, T-Boy, you gotta be, you lost it now.
We lost it,
Okay, you gotta be, that was You Got to Be by Desiree.
It's not it, boy.
Up next.
We're up next. We've
got another track for Lydia Lucy next.
Yes.
Only the Fool.
Only a fool, yes.
Chelmsford Community Radio needs your help. Get involved at chelmsfordcommunityradio.com.
I see the way you look at me, so much temptation in your eyes. You can take this energy you see, you ain't getting none of mine. There ain't a lot for me to think about, seeing your type before. The way you walk and talk the talk, you gotta learn that less is more. Only a fool's gonna think about you. Only a fool's gonna feel this way. Only a fool's gonna think about you. Ain't it a shame? You've got it all worked out, ticking all the all worked out. Ticking all the boxes, but I've seen a few you missed now.
That was Lovely's Lucy song. Only,
Four.
four, yes.
And now, on the phone now, we're joined by Sharon.
She can't leave us alone.
No.
There you go.
Hello, Sharon.
I can't leave you alone.
No.
Oh, how the tables have turned. I knew this was going to happen.
We're joined by Lydia.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I've dropped from the #1 spot, haven't I? I think I may even be down to like number 3 or 4 now, because obviously you got lovely Linda there as well.
Yeah.
Lydia's mum, and you can't, you know. I know how it works, boys. How you doing? You having a great morning?
Yes.
Okay, yes. Good morning today.
Yeah, good morning today. How are you doing?
Yeah, it's very good, thank you. I've really been enjoying listening to the show. I mean, Lydia's it's got so much enthusiasm. I mean, is Lydia...
I'm here.
Hello?
Hey.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm good, you're alright.
You come across absolutely... You should have a radio show. You come across brilliantly on the radio, and you have so much enthusiasm, and it's been really interesting
Oh,
hearing
thank
all
you.
about all the bits and pieces that, you know, you've been getting. The training had me in stitches, I have to say. When you were doing the vocal training, I was sitting in, I was doing it along as well, you know. It's all very good
Can
fun.
I just say that your tweet was completely wrong? Because it was only me that was doing it. Scott and Greg clammed up.
No. The first one, it was just Scott and Greg, actually, and it wasn't you. So I don't care, live on radio or not, I know what you sound like. And I tweeted and then you did it. So please, excuse me. I've got witnesses in the studio.
Oh, thank you. There you go. You got
Yeah,
Go.
God, a shame I couldn't make it in there today.
Yeah.
I think it would have been a pretty full house, though, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would, Sharon, yeah.
Oh, we've had everybody turn up today.
Yeah.
Lydia's here, and because Lydia's here, Rob's hung about.
Yeah.
He's here. Say hello, Rob.
Hello, Rob.
Hello,
We've
Sharon.
already had a little chat. How you doing, sir? You okay?
Yeah, he's fine. And
Yeah, I enjoyed your breakfast show this morning.
and the big cheese himself has even deigned to come down to the studio
Yes.
for a couple of seconds.
Yes.
No way.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're popular
Oh,
today.
wow. So, yeah, it has been a pretty packed house in there today.
We're thinking about making Lydia part of the team.
Yes.
I think you should.
Yeah.
You can't escape it now, love. You know that, don't you? Once you're in, and once they've got their claws in you, and you've been inside that studio, it's very difficult to leave. It's a bit like the Twilight Zone.
No, you got some news about Soundstock?
Yes, there's no sound stuff. This is actually funny enough with the link with Lydia is X Factor link,
X Factor.
actually.
Yeah, X Factor.
And that is, I'm going for a meeting today with a company called AT Music. And they're based in between, well, they're like Rettendon Way, really, which is just on the outskirts of Chelmsford. But they're actually working with the X Factor this year, and they asked if I'd make an announcement. I thought your show would be the best one because you are the biggest X Factor fans in the world.
Ah, thank you.
That they are doing auditions for you to be put through to X Factor, and obviously Lydia would know all about, you know, this sort of stuff as well. But they're doing private auditions at their studio on April the 10th. So they would, if you want to get involved in that, then you have to contact the team over at AT Music, and you can go to their website, which is atmusic.com, I believe. We'll just have to check that.
Can I just get you to is that 18 as in the number?
No, 18.
Oh, sorry, 18.
Oh, 18. Alpha Tango.
Yeah.
Alpha Tango musicgroup.co.uk they are.
Got it enter card?
Of course. What, after that vocal training
Yeah.
today, mate? Yeah.
You better get yourself along there.
Yeah.
10th of April.
But I'm going to meet with them today anyway to see about some bits they're going to help with sound stock. So I thought that. Do you know we had our because I haven't spoken to you, have I, since our final? We've had our final.
Oh.
Yes, you have.
Amazing.
Who
I haven't
won?
spoken to you since then. No, I could have done. It was last week, wasn't it?
Yes,
Who
it was
won?
last week.
Oh, who won? It was actually it was Ellis Red and Tall Dark Friend were the overall winners.
Oh, I know
But-
Tall Dark Friend.
Yeah, she's amazing, isn't she?
Yeah.
And we actually put all 5 acts that were in the final through.
So
We
who
all
was the
got on
5
stage.
acts?
We had Leanne Louise,
Great.
that you put
She's
through,
amazing.
and Emu, that you put through.
Yep.
So they're both playing.
Yeah.
And then we got Tall Dark Friend, Ellis Red, and the other one that went through was IC7,
There you
who
go.
are another local
Great.
Chelmsford band. So really, you know, it was brilliant. And come the final, it was just you were there, Carl, weren't you?
I was, yeah. It was a good night.
It was fantastic, wasn't it? And as I say, the level of talent in Chelmsford has just been exceptional. And as I say, over the moon. And so we've got 3 acts playing on the Saturday,
Oh, yes.
which is the day you're there, Lydia, and then we've got 2
And me.
acts on the Sunday. And you, yes, you're there. Yeah, you know.
We'll be interviewing.
Oh, it'll be great. I can't wait.
No, not can we. It's lovely. But I'm going to let you guys get back on because I actually believe it's much better radio listening to you than listening to me for long. But I will be back in touch very soon and say, crack on. I'm enjoying the show immensely. So well done, guys.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Hugs to you, Lydia, and to your mum as well. Look forward to seeing you soon. Okay.
I'll see you soon. All right.
Take care. Bye,
See you
guys.
later. Bye.
Bye.